a piss-off tranny gamer. Everything she plays is bomb and shit. Fuck up the haters and chasers. This game's song's transsexual. Deck her frown, her rage. She's an animal in a cage. She plays the games she fucking hates. Fuck this game. Fuck this game. Fuck this game. Fuck this game.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Angry Tranny Gamer. I'm a tranny, and I get angry at video games. So, Aquaman for the GameCube. How do you take the lamest superhero and make a video game about him? And better question, why would you do that? Well, needless to say, I don't have high hopes, so let's just get this shit show over with, huh? So, wait, is the game called Aquaman, or Aquaman Battle for Atlantis? The box just says Aquaman, but the title screen and the disc say Aquaman Battle for Atlantis. Which one is it? Why can't the game just make up its fucking mind? I get it, names are hard to choose, but for fuck's sake, just be consistent about it! The game uses these comic book style cutscenes to convey the story, but I have to be so honest, I can't be bothered to remember a single thing that happens here, so we're not even gonna be focusing on it. So let's start the game. As you can see, it took me a bit to figure out the controls. How do you swim forward? By holding the analog stick forward? No, you press R first, and then hold the analog stick. I mean, I guess that way you can change your direction before moving in a three-dimensional space, but I can't help but feel it's bizarre. I mean, am I controlling Aquaman or a fucking car? Wouldn't it make more sense if you use the C stick to change your position and have the analog stick just move around? You know, like a regular fucking game? But what do I know? Maybe I'm the one smoking meth. Alright, so I'm Aquaman and I'm swimming around. Hey look, there's a bad guy. Let's go fight him and... What the fuck? It's like it's just a different game now! It's a beat-em-up now. And not a fun one either. It kinda reminds me of an RPG, but if the battles were just slow and boring button mashers. Most enemies take 6 or 7 hits to kill, and by beat-em-up standards, that's a bit too much. The enemies can also block your attacks, which just drags out these fights, and some have this really obnoxious chokehold attack. Seriously, I really hate it when games will paralyze you like this. The best way I can describe the combat in this game is like playing the slowest fighting game ever, but you can't grab. The enemies can grab you though, because life's not fucking fair. With all that, you might think, okay, I'm just gonna avoid as many enemies as I can. But the problem with that is that the first mission in the game, your objective is to save these mermen. And how do you do that? By killing the enemies! Fucking hell! It's not like it's easy to avoid them either, because if you go anywhere near these fuckers, you're forced to fight them! And there's no way to escape. Just to show you how ridiculous it gets, this guy wasn't even on camera, and all of a sudden, I gotta fight him now! There is a way to end these fights faster. If you press Z, you can summon a dolphin or a shark, and they'll just take the enemy out for you. I gotta say, the animation for it is pretty fucking funny. Here's the catch, though. Every time you attack with a sea creature, you use one of these coins, and if you run out, you can't do that anymore. It's a limited resource. So, unfortunately, to progress, you're gonna have to slog through the game fair and square. Mission 2 is even worse about this, because the goal here is to just kill enemies. How many? Oh, you've gotta be shitting me! Mission 3 is a lot different because you're piloting a ship. It's like a poor trans Star Fox. You're supposed to kill a bunch of these guys, though it doesn't tell you exactly how many, so you kind of just have to guess. It's a little annoying, but honestly, I don't mind this section that much. Honestly, I kind of thought this game would be more of an on-rail shooter instead of an awkward beat-em-up, and I really would have preferred that. The fourth mission is just the worst. You have 5 minutes to disarm 5 bombs, and that sounds doable, but this game does everything in its power to make that impossible. If you go anywhere near these enemies, you have no choice but to fight them, and it wastes so much time. Sometimes it'll be as much as 3 or 5 enemies at once. It takes forever! You would think that throwing the bombs at the enemies would kill them instantly, but no, it just stuns them for a bit.
These are the bombs Aquaman is trying to disarm? They don't do jack shit!
How does it make sense that when they explode it's an instant game over, but if you throw them at someone's fucking face, they just stop moving for like 3 seconds? I get video games aren't always logical, but I really fucking hate when that's used against the player with bullshit like this. Alright, so eventually after like 8 fucking times, I finally found all the bombs. Now on to mission 5, where you have to find some secret tunnel. You follow the arrow, fight the bad guys. You follow the arrow, and you fight these bad guys. Follow the arrow, fight the bad guys. Follow the arrow, fight the bad guys. Follow the arrow.
I'm sure you've noticed a pattern by now.
This mission is the definition of filler. Mission 6, a royal pain. Yeah, that's how I describe this game.
This game sucks. Sucks a tranny's dick.
Can you guess what happens in this level? Yeah, more of the same shit, except this time, you have to do it before the palace is destroyed. For the sake of my sanity, I gave up on this game before I could beat Mission 8. In that mission, you're supposed to disarm these mines. It's the same shit as Mission 4, but without a timer. Oh, and if you are wondering, Mission 7, you're just piloting the ship again.
I don't have the patience to finish this fucking game. This game may not be atrocious, but my god, is it tedious! I'd rather be on a years-long waitlist to get bottom surgery than play this game again. And at least there, the end result is worth it. There's nothing to gain from playing this game. Hell, it'd be a better use of my time to jerk my limp dick off for 2 hours, even though I can't fucking come. And I say, if this game is gonna waste my time, then I'm gonna waste its fucking life. Oh, it's time to sink or swim.